बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। डियर स्टूडेंट्स, इस सेशन में हम कांग्रेस के बारे में पढ़ेंगे। कांग्रेस 1885 में ब्रिटिश ने ख़ुद अपनी पैट्रनेज के अंडर उसको सेटअप किया। ब्रिटिश रिटायर्ड सिविल ऑफिसर थे A.O. ह्यूम, एलन ऑक्टेवियन ह्यूम। He founded Congress, but there was an active patronage of the British government. जो उस वक़्त के वाइसराय थे लॉर्ड डफरिन, उनकी आशीर्वाद कांग्रेस को बनाने में मौजूद थी। कांग्रेस का वैसे नाम है अकट, मिल के बैठना, सॉर्ट ऑफ ए पार्लियामेंट। तो एक पार्लियामेंट, जो हिंदुस्तान की पार्लियामेंट बनाने का ख्याल ब्रिटिश के जहन में क्यों आया, उसकी रीज़न्स हैं। एक रीज़न तो ये थी कि 1857 जैसे हालात दोबारा से पैदा ना हों, और सर सैयद अहमद ख़ान ने जो ये कहा था अपना रिसाला असबाब बगावत हिंद में कि अगर ब्रिटिश ऐसे प्लेटफॉर्म्स बनाएं जहाँ पर इंडियंस आके अपनी बात को कन्वे कर सकें ब्रिटिश को, और ब्रिटिश could take preemptive action to avoid 1857 like situation, because such kind of platforms were not present before 1857, so the Indians could not convey their religious sensitivities to the British, so there was communicational gap. तो ब्रिटिश के ज़हन में ये बात आई। एलन ऑक्टेवियन ह्यूम, जो ह्यूम थे, उन्होंने ख़ुद अग्री किया that he set up Congress and the idea of setting up such kind of platform he got from Sir Syed Ahmad Khan's ideals or the suggestions he gave. He also gave the suggestion in Risala Asbab Bagawat Hind. तो उसकी बेसिस के ऊपर बहुत सारी काउंसिल्स भी बनी, लेकिन कांग्रेस भी उसके ऊपर बनी है। कांग्रेस को बनाया गया क्योंकि जब 1885 से थोड़ी देर पहले कुछ ऐसा समा हिंदुस्तान में बन रहा था कि 1857 लाइक सिचुएशन जैसी एक ग्रीवेंसेस बढ़ रही थी। जैसे ब्रिटिश ने एक एक्ट दिया था जिसको कहते हैं वर्नैकुलर प्रेस एक्ट। वर्नैकुलर कहते हैं जो लोकल प्रेस है उसके ऊपर पाबंदियों वाला एक्ट। उनको क्रिटिसाइज़ करने की इजाज़त नहीं थी। दे वर नॉट अलाउड टू क्रिटिसाइज़ द गवर्नमेंट पॉलिसीज़। Even at that time, the British had fought war with Afghanistan and the press was criticizing British. So they imposed restrictions that they could not criticize the British policies. ये सिर्फ लोकल प्रेस के लिए था। जो फॉरेन लैंग्वेज यानी कि इंग्लिश में लिखने वाला प्रेस, उसके लिए ये पाबंदी नहीं थी, जिसके ख़िलाफ़ एक ग्रीवेंसेस मौजूद थीं हिंदुस्तान में। तो वाइसराय और ब्रिटिश इस चीज़ के ऊपर बहुत कंसर्न रखते थे कि कोई ऐसा प्लेटफॉर्म होना चाहिए जहाँ पे इंडियंस आएँ, अपने प्रॉब्लम्स को डिस्कस करें और वो बात पहुँचे ब्रिटिश तक, और उससे ब्रिटिश को ये पता चल सके कि क्या हिंदुस्तान में पक रहा है और सिचुएशन को ख़राब होने से पहले ही वो कुछ एक्शंस ले सकें। सो दे सेट अप कांग्रेस एंड once that Congress was set up, they did not know that Congress would become the harbinger of freedom. That Congress would become the reason for the exclusion of the British from India. Some of the reasons I have written down here for Congress. I mean, why was Congress set up? इस reason में एक तो ये है कि the British got inspiration from Sir Syed Ahmad Khan's ideas. Then for representative form of government, I mean the Indians from all classes and from all sections of the country could come at this platform and discuss their problems, and then this Congress would help Britain to form a representative form of government. How they could handpick the loyal Indians from this Congress, from this platform, and this loyal Indians would give a helping hand to the British in running their own government while giving this impression to the Indians that they also shared the running of the government, or this is called representative form of government. This is also Sir Syed Ahmad Khan's idea that Indians should be given this sense of belongingness, that they were the part of running that government, and then afterwards communicational bridge between the rulers and the ruled, that could be filled by making Congress. Then Congress served as an outlet to Indians to discuss political problems. I mean, what is called that outlet? This would be when there is some kind of a platform where the Indians could come and talk about their own grievances. This means that this kind of a platform was a safety valve for their anger. I mean, their anger, which was pent up in their under their bosoms, they could give it an outlet. So this platform could serve as a safety valve for the political angers of the Indians. Then there was another reason for the communal unity. I mean, there were different communities living in India and they wanted that communal unity. Okay, what as a consequence, Sir Syed Ahmad Khan was also invited to the first session of Congress when it was made. I think it was Bombay session. Sir Syed Ahmad Khan rejected this invitation. And then afterwards, Sir Syed Ahmad Khan also dissuaded the Muslims from participating in Congress politics. And this is how we could understand that out of 70 delegations which attended the session of Congress, only 2 were Muslims. That was the influence of Sir Syed Ahmad Khan upon Muslims. And Sir Syed Ahmad Khan at that time predicted that Congress would become Hindu-dominated party, because Hindus were educated class, elite educated class at that time, and they could manipulate the simple, illiterate Muslims, and that proved right. Later on, Congress became Hindu-dominated, and not only Hindu-dominated. First of all, it was under the British patronage, and it remained liberal. But in the beginning of 20th century, I mean 1900 onward, that became nationalistic and Hindu nationalistic, with some leaders like Gangadhar Tilak. They radicalized Congress, and then this Congress became very popular once it became Hindu populated, and they started furthering the interests of the Hindu community in India. So Hindu constituency was a major strength of Congress. Congress became Hindu dominated, and Sir Syed Ahmad Khan's prophecy proved right later on. And then afterwards, once Mohandas Gandhi, like leaders, joined Congress, Congress started non-cooperation movements, and the most important of them was 1930, when Salt March or civil disobedience movement was launched by Gandhi. And then onward, we see that in 1940 onward, once again under Gandhi, this Congress became a little violent when Quit India movement, which was a violent movement, was launched against Britain, and Britain was forced to resort to force or resort to violence against the Indians. So, and then in the end, we can see that Congress became one of the major reasons for Indian independence. This much we need to know about Congress.